this episode of Grassroots Garage, we have Todd's 1973 LJ Torana.
So don't stress. He still loves his Datsuns, but this isn't a Datsun. Todd's back. Todd, thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, man. Cheers, mate. Yeah, no worries.
Tell us about this.
Yeah, this is my 1973 Holden LJ Torana. It's mini tub. It's got an LS in it and the Turbo 400. Commodore short and diff. Roll cage. It's got some Recaro seats in the front. It's got the standard dash, GDR dash in it with the Stuart Warner gauges behind it. It's been fully rewired. It's got a full chassis kit put through it. It drives like a bucket of shit. It goes well. Yeah. Yeah. It's rear steer. That's about it. You can rear steer it. But yeah, other than that, I love it. It sounds great, which you'll hear too. I'll fire it up in a second, mate, and things like that. And it stops well. It's everything I expected. Yeah. And everything. But I wasn't expecting to get one with a LS in it, but more the bonus, fuel injection, mate.
Nice and easy, yeah.
Nice and easy. You can turn the key in the morning, the thing fires straight up, doesn't miss a beat, You don't have to warm it up and pump carbies and accelerators and pull chokes and all this kind of stuff.
And you don't have Pete getting E85 from Penrith and
you don't have to run out to pump fuel. I don't need to ring up. Yeah, Pete, can you get me some E85?
I offered this time.
Oh, yeah, no, mate, no, it's all good. She's only on pump fuel. I wouldn't put that on E85. Yeah, I think it's a waste of time. I could watch the fuel gauge. I did watch it go down, but it did seem all right coming back there then, though. So
tow the trailer.
Tow the caravan, mate. Yeah, got the caravan, the box trailer, and use it to tow the Datsun, mate. Finally got one.
Yeah.
After all this, mate, time, as you know, I've been wanting one for the last 25 plus years.
But what else are you going to put in the garage? Are you going to keep
LC Torana with a 350 Chev. No, exactly, mate. I don't know why. I've always, LC with a 350 or 308 or something, like under bonnet. Everything has to be under bonnet. NA, yeah. All right. And I'd been looking since August last year. Nothing just seemed to come up, and then just watching them, the little ones that did, the price just kept going up and up. So I knew I was in for a world of hurt, to find one. But 5-6 weeks ago, I finally found one. Yeah, I'm happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at this. Hey man, how are you? Boom.
Come across this. It come from the Muscle Car Shop, which is based in Adelaide. And I got on to Joe there, and I rang him, and said, look, this is a car I'm interested in. And then he said, look, I'm in South Australia. And I went, well, it's no good to me. I wanted a car engineered in New South Wales. 15 minutes, he rings me back later and said, mate, it's all engineered and all street legal in New South Wales. The car's in. So I rang my brother and then bought a plane ticket, and I met my sister over in Adelaide. So my sister lives 15 minutes from the airport. Yeah, she picked us up, her and her husband Simon. We drove over to the car. We had a look at the car. We went and had lunch, jumped back on the plane with my brother, went back to Adelaide, flew from Adelaide back to Sydney. And then, my brother, because we went to Queensland on the Monday, so he flew back on the Saturday. I think we went over. Flew back Saturday, jumped in his car, drove all the way back. We met him down at Eastern Creek on the Saturday or the Sunday where it was, and drove to Queensland. Yeah, met his wife, my wife there, and then off we went for a holiday to Queensland for 10 days. And
why not?
I organised a courier to bring it over. I had a couple of places, a lot of places were busy, and then I got on to Dwayne at Mental Towing, mate, and he went, not a problem, mate. I set the dates up that I needed to, and he said, mate, I'll have it on the Tuesday, and as you know, the story went from there, mate. We had it. Yeah.
On you got your Torana delivered on the wettest day Sydney's ever had, I think.
Yeah, it was, mate. Yeah, and we were worried. You got called into work, and then we were worried we were going to get home with it. So shit happens. But we caught up 3-4 weeks later, and the weather's out. The weather's on our sides.
How's your trip?
It was okay until a few hours ago. It was nice and dry then.
I'm Craig, Todd's brother.
How you going?
Good.
Hey guys. She was spot.
This is going to be hard, man. Here we go. Unlimited budget. Unlimited, right? Bucket of cash.
Unlimited, yeah.
Are you going to change anything on it?
I like black interior, but the white's growing on me. I could put some black into the wheels, but I like it sort of the way it is. It's all growing on me, I think. Probably if I had an unlimited budget, I'd probably put a supercharger on it too.
Yeah.
Why not?
And black out the interior.
Black out the interior, probably, do the insides of the spokes, maybe black or something on the wheels, which I could probably still do now, I'm going to put some chrome moulds around the actual, as they come out of them. I think it'll just break it up on the top.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm happy with it the way it is. Everything, works and runs as it should. Yeah, quite happy. Yeah.
So it's basically a brand new build?
It is, yeah. So I got the car, it was built in 2018, and then it had 34 kilometres on it. Now I've bought it, it's done 1,144 kilometres. 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, so it'll be 4 years built from what I can gather in June this year. And it's only done 1,000 miles. I've done probably 500, 1,000 miles in it now in the last 2 weeks, in the rain and the dry.
Yeah. So cut to footage of the night you got it home, bolted in hand control, straight out on the street.
Straight out on the street, So we brought it home. I think we got home at about 7 o'clock, and Bryce, my brother, come up too. So my mate Bryce, he went home. He went home and had his dinner. We come in and had dinner. He come back, I think, maybe about 8:30 that night. And he's in at 10 o'clock that night. And today's actually sort of the first day that I've had in the last 4 weeks that I've actually driven it. Yeah, so I'm quite happy. It goes well. I'm quite happy. Yeah,
it's cruising on country roads.
Cruising down on country roads. Seems to be good on fuel.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it to the V8 guys, but it's got nothing on the Datsun. Yeah. Everyone says that, to chop the Datsun. And it sounds cool. It looks tough. It does go well, but the Datsun's still got it, mate.
Just a different thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's still a small little car to sit in, which I like my little cars, But
yeah, and it's 1,180 kilos, so it's just on 1,200 kilos, so it's not a heavy car either. But I think the motors, they're all aluminium as well too, so I think that helps, the aluminium block and all that kind of stuff as well too.
Yeah. So can we go into where the love for Toranas came from?
Oh yeah, that's easy. So back in probably 94, 95 it would have been, my mate Troy Chamberlain, he had one, and it was a mock LJ GDR XU1 with a 308 stroker in it. And I'm going back in the early 90s, and everywhere he'd go, he'd be baking the tyres, so to speak, on it. It had the little 13-inch, the Sprint Masters on it, and I just loved the car, and he was the best mate of mine and stuff. And then at the time when I had my accident, I had a WR 250 dirt bike back in 98, and it was a 96 model, so the bike was 2 year old. And he come and said to me, the bike was worth $4,000. He said, give me $4,000 cash and the bike, and you can have the Torana. And at the time, $8,000 for a registered engineered XU1, looking like XU1 Torana. Kicking myself now, but that's where it all started. And ever since then, I wanted one, and then I got into the Datsuns, and at the time, the Datsuns were a lot cheaper and a lot easier to work on as well too, So if you want to change a hinge on a Datsun, you bolt it out. You want to change a front guard on a Datsun, you bolt it out. You want to upgrade the suspension, you get, later the 200, everything bolts in. That's what I liked about it, where the Torana sort of doesn't have that. You've got to modify, you put a little decrease in a guard, they're welded on. Yeah, and the doors, they're like the pin hinges, and the hinges are actually welded on and stuff like that. So
and guys twigged in early to hoard all the parts. So if you need parts, you've got to talk to one of 5 guys who's got
a shed. Yeah, I got the same with the Datsuns. I've got that many parts and everything like.
So that's it for Todd's sick little Torana. Todd, thanks for your time.
Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Yeah.
Hey, bro. Look at this.
Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.